Introduction to Targum Onkelos. Let's look at a representative manuscript. This is Torah im Targum Onkelos, v'Targum la'Aravit Yehudit, an over 600-year-old Yemenite manuscript in the Columbia University Library. Let's take a look at a verse. And this is 3 lines, so to speak, but it's one verse. What are we looking at? The top line there is Hebrew, Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. And then the second line is the Onkelos rendering. And then the third line is Saadia Gaon's Judeo-Arabic translation. Now just to comment on the second and third lines, there's sort of a reverse ayin kind of character. That is the ligature of Aleph and Lamed together, and notably that does not appear in the Hebrew. The Hebrew text is not altered to include that ligature. Another thing we can note is the difference in vocalization between the Hebrew and the Aramaic. This is the Babylonian vowel pointing system. We talked about this for the first time on Daily Dose of Aramaic when we looked at Daniel 7:1. And this is not as full a pronunciation guide as the Tiberian pointing system, as you can see, especially with the case of the Shavah, where one line, like a Raphe, renders both the simple Shavah and the different types of compound Shavah. Looking at this line, we can expand it out, so remove the ligatures, and give it the form it has in Alexander Sperber's edition, and then we can vocalize it according to regular vowel patterns in the Tiberian system, to pronounce Shema Yisrael Adonai Elahana Adonai Chad. And this is the style of script that we are going to be reading as we go through the Targums here on Daily Dose of Aramaic. So once again, Shema Yisrael Adonai Elahana Adonai Chad, where this is the command. It is a Shin, Mem, Ayin verbal root with Pa'al imperative masculine singular as the form. Here's the word for Israel. This is the rendering of the divine name by the scribe. And another one. Here we have the word for God with a first person common plural suffix, so it's our God. And finally, the number 1, rendering in a word for word translation the Hebrew of the Shema.